guys, welcome to this episode of the Easin Vegans. This one's going to be different than originally planned as one of our first. However, I wanted to show you the Hydroponics Garden kit that I had gotten myself. I figured it would be nice to grow my own herbs. However, I kill anything that I try to grow. So supposedly this is a little more foolproof. Does take a little technical knowledge, but I figured I could learn with you guys. So let's go. Now I didn't want to invest in one that costs a lot, like the iDOO gardens, just in case I do fail. So I found a lightning deal for the iDOO hydroponic system, which I'm opening upside down. That. First appearance, it does seem to be a little bit on the cheaper side, but from what I read, even though it looks like it on the outside, it's actually quite a good unit inside, or so we hope. Now opening it, looks to be pretty good. Ooh, warranty registration. I register everything, so that's good. We'll definitely need a user manual here. This explains the different light modes and switches. Now, ooh, it's lighter than I expected. And I felt like I already cracked something, so that's good. Okay. So, as my head's in it, wow, unboxing in videos is harder than it looks. Okay, so here's what it looks like from the side. As you can see, there's spots for different pots. Okay. Oh. Oh wow. So, well, that goes really high. As you can see LED lights. There's 24-watt lights that help it grow in 3 stages: normal mode, grow mode, and enjoy mode. Enjoy mode's kind of like a viewing mode, and they stay on for different hours of the day. Here are the contents. They, wow, are not labeled and sound loud. Oh, So this is your plant food. A and B, obviously, we're gonna have to follow that. These are solid nutrients. That's why you hear the sound. Okay. All right, well, we got the important part, plugging it in. It's just a basic DC type plug, so that's cool. Going in. So these are just the peace pods that we'll be putting little sponges in to act as like a faux soil in a way. And then these little caps are what will cover them once we have them in there to help hold condensation and begin germination. So and last are, as I explained, the sponges that act kind of as like a little faux soil. Yeah, these are little sponges that act as your faux soil. They smell like nothing, so it's interesting. So essentially, you take a topper, a piece of sponge, put it in, you put your seed in, and then you would cap it. So that's cool. We got everything out as it falls. So now I wanted to show you the seeds I got. Now, I only got herbs. I wanted to start with herbs since they seem to be maybe the most foolproof versus trying vegetables right away. So, I found Nature Z Edge Heirloom Herb Seeds. It's a variety pack. It caught my attention because of course, the great reviews and being Amazon's choice. Once I checked out right away, I realized on top of that it's actually a small family-owned business, owned by a veteran. So that was important for me. So I'd like to give them plenty of business in the future as long as I'm good at this. So they're non-GMO heirloom seeds, so that's usually the highest quality and highest germination rates. And since my track record with plants is horrible, I'm hoping that it actually helps me out here. What I also liked was that Nature Z Edge also includes enough seeds for several plantings. So there's actually over 8,500 seeds in this little bag. Look at those seeds. They're so small. I didn't realize how small they were gonna be. So we have oregano, parsley, savory, dill bouquet, fancy. Basil, gotta have basil. Cilantro, yes. Chamomile, that would be pretty fun to try to grow. Cool, German chamomile, okay. And then got a little time. Caraway seeds honestly are not my favorite, but if I run out of things to grow, I guess. Sage. Cool. Fennel. And chives. Love that. Love the chives. And what's nice is they give you little sticks to mark which. I already got ahead of myself, and just depending on what was in there, I made little clear labels. So we'll be able to put those on. So I'll just grab one. And then they'll be ready to go. Go back to the system. Okay, so while I'm messing around trying to figure out how bad I can mess this up, I figured I'd come in with a little bit of history on hydroponics. So what is hydroponics? In a traditional garden, plant roots must seek out nutrients in soil. In hydroponic gardens, nutrients are dissolved in water that surrounds the roots so that plants have easier access to the nutrition they need. Simply put, hydroponic gardening is a method of growing plants without soil. It's a way to nurture a huge variety of edible plants indoors all year round. So where did hydroponics come from? Hydroponics is the oldest form of agricultural growth without soil. The first known water-based hydroponics was in the hanging gardens of Babylon, near present-day Baghdad. The gardens thrived off its river system that supplied a steady stream of water rich in oxygen and minerals. The gardens were built by King Nebuchadnezzar. The gardens were built by King Nebuchadnezzar II to please his wife. Happy wife, happy life, right? Ancient Egyptians had hieroglyphics depicting soilless gardens along the Nile River. Marco Polo even described the floating gardens of the Chinese in his journals. The Aztecs of Central America developed a method called chinampa by utilizing rafts where the roots of the plants grew through the floor, allowing a constant water source. Skipping past other thought-provoking history that you can read by clicking the link in the description, we actually fast forward to 1929, where a Dr. William F. Garrick transformed his lab into a commercial crop operation, coining the original term aquaculture before realizing it was already used. Hence the coming of the Greek word hydroponic. Hydro meaning water, ponic meaning working, or together, working water. The American press hailed it as the most colossal invention of the century, reporting that farmlands have become relics of the past. This statement did more harm than good once press tried to sell equipment to unknowing consumers. By World War II, hydroponics was revived and government-sponsored in 1939. The U.S. and British Army established hydroponic units at military bases on islands in the Pacific to provide fresh produce to troops as its sole method of overseas food production. By the middle of the 20th century, setbacks occurred with use of concrete for growing beds becoming toxic and iron pipes corroding, releasing harmful substances into nutrient solutions. Although a negative for today's environment, the adoption of plastics in 1970 created the most viable way for cultivation. Pumps, timers, plastic plumbing, all able to automate, computerize, and allow a cost-effective hydroponic system for both commercial and personal uses, bringing us to where we are today. Hydroponics addresses food and water scarcity, two of the largest issues of the 21st century. Hydroponics produces 10 times the yield per acres and uses 1/20th of the water that crops currently do. Now back to me ruining this. So, moving on, like I said, we get our sponges, and before it goes in, supposedly you can use these a couple times, but probably no more than that, but I would probably buy a big pack just for the future if it is something I could see myself being good at. As you can see, they give you 4 extras for next time as well, so that's nice. Just kidding. You get 3 extra. So, with that said, what are we gonna pick? I kind of want chives, cilantro, parsley, dill, basil. How many I got? 5. I don't really know. Oh, I'll try chamomile. And that's 6 because I want to try to transplant my green onions. So, I'm gonna start with the biggest seeds to make sure I can't hopefully go wrong. And let's double check. Cilantro. Okay. Yeah, this definitely is not meant for this machine. It's meant for outside. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to wing it. So let's do 4 to 5 seeds. Wow. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 4 seeds. And we'll do 5. Oh, now the directions want to tell me to soak them. Okay, so I want to do this right. I'm going to go and soak all of these once I fill them up with different seeds, and I'll get back to you. Alright, so we put together our system here, and it has 3 modes. Some modes do more than one thing. Your power, enjoy, and grow modes, they're based on how many hours you want the lights on and then how many hours you want them off. One does the pump, one does night switch mode, which if you happen to be sleeping near it, I guess it's such a dimmer level of lighting that it's easier for you to sleep with. Luckily, I'm able to put it in my kitchen, very far away from my room, so I plan on doing regular modes. So with that said, I put cilantro, chamomile, basil, parsley, chives, and the dill in the back. I did want to experiment for fun. I had some green onions that were gonna go old, so I cut them, and I just want to see if they grow the way my mom always grew them, in the fridge. So turning it on here. It's just a touch button. Really cool. This is like a purple hue. Enjoys like a more regular light hue. And the grow mode is just a little lighter than the enjoy mode. The enjoy mode's kind of dimmer, you know, if you're watching a movie and feel it's in your face or whatever. But for now, we're gonna go normal while it's germinating. I wonder. The pump actually goes on for 5 minutes and off for 30. And when it pumps, it actually pushes water and oxygen through the little pod soils. As you can see, my little caps here are already getting a little cloudy, like they're already getting some condensation. Don't know if you can tell at all, but that's really exciting for me. So if you like this video, of course, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel because I hope to update you on the progress of my system. If you have any tips on this, if you've done it before, I'm sure unboxing it and trying to slap it together didn't help very well, but I'm really just hoping to see anything happen out of it. Feel free to leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more videos like this or unboxing, or if there's something you feel would be beneficial for our channel, such as in the kitchen, which would be nice to have my own fresh herbs if they ever grow, then feel free to let me know. I appreciate you watching, and share with your friends. Bye!